All right, shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rekah Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who root and teach well. Wa Barakatham, unto the hopeful elect. All right, now today through the Spirit, it's going to be a quick lesson entitled The Eyes of the Lord Behold Everything. Right, so ultimately, every single thing we do, is being documented and it's being, shown. And ultimately it will be manifested in a certain time period. Let's see if I can get it real quick, because when the time of judgment happens, it's going to be shown who was really, doing what they were doing, who wasn't. You see? And that's why we have to fear Yahweh Shem Shai, because we're not doing that. Like everything we do, the Lord is watching. We're not getting away. Like basically, you have a lot of certain camps that, do a lot of dirt, and ultimately, a lot of them are openly just going off on a doctrine. But I'm saying, like, the way they deal, they don't deal correctly. And they outwardly try and make themselves seem as if they're just, these so-called law-keeping and high-level guys, but they really not, That's why you have the men, the men are Great Millstone and the men on down. They don't come in that proud, arrogant type of spirit is thinking like, they really doing something. Ultimately, the Lord puts it in your spirit to do everything. Also, we all mess up. We're designed to to be subjected to sin. So nobody's not sinning. As far as the Lord's servants who are the hopeful elect, we hate evil and we hate wicked ways, but we end up doing it at times, man. And some of the stuff you can't even escape it. Certain sins, because we're in hell, we're in Babylon. Your garments aren't made with the same fabric. You see, or you be having to work on a Sabbath, and so on and so forth. Certain brothers don't have another place for their woman to go to when she on a period and all types of stuff, man. So hey, bro. Yeah, man, it's grace while we're going to be delivered. Through Yahweh Shai's blood, our shortcomings of the working of the law will be, atoned for. But a lot of guys are coming in that spirit as if they're, saying on some type of level. But, the Lord sees everything we do. And if you don't accept Yahweh Shai and you're not coming in the right spirit, humble, then the Lord's going, okay, I'm going to judge you according to all the madness you've done. And it's being documented. This is Luke 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything that is hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So everything is going to be brought to the light. Even your mindset, like a lot of we see the examples of men that was in Great Millstone for all these years. They were doubting stuff and didn't believe stuff, and they didn't counsel with a brother and try and do anything. They just had it inside, and the Lord has the angels, and the Lord is documented. The Lord knows all that, man. So basically he was didn't believe like that, and he was just sitting there acting for all these years. And that's not even just him. It's not even just who everybody should know who I'm talking about. It's not even just him. It's many other guys who did the same thing. They disagreed with stuff and they didn't say nothing about it, or didn't bring it to the light or ask. And the Lord eventually, revealed, they wasn't right. So that's how we gotta fear, because the Lord is watching everything and documenting everything we do, and we're not getting away with nothing. If your mindset ain't right, the Lord can jack you up for that, man. That's why you gotta rebuke, evil, wicked thoughts, and if you have issues, you bring it to the light, because the Lord already sees and hears all those things, man. And He has His angels watching you, and if you're acting upon wicked, evil thoughts, it's already documented. Everything we do is being documented, but through Yahweh Shai's blood, our sacrifice will be made acceptable. Okay, but now I can go into the precepts I had proven that everything we're doing is documented. This is Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of Yahweh Shai are in every place. The eyes of the Lord are the angels, beholding the evil and the good. So they see every single thing we do. You see, we're being watched 25/8. So and every time we put forth a righteous sacrifice, is being documented. Every time we do something wicked, it's activated. It's being documented. I mean, not activated, but documented. It doesn't matter what we do. It's all documented. Now let me prove that the eyes of the Lord are the angel. All right, this is Proverbs 34. This is Proverbs 34:7. It says, the angel of the Lord, of the angel of Yahweh, encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. This is the same precept as when you go to Psalms 33 and what? Verse 18. It says, behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon him, them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. See, this is talking about the angels. It said the same thing, right? Yep. Okay, so that's the eyes of the Lord or the angels. All right, now let's get my last couple more precepts, man. This is Ecclesiasticus, known as Sirach, chapter 23, in verse 19. And it reads, such a man only feareth the eyes of men. So you have a lot of men that, do things for man service, or they just want to make sure they're looking right outwardly or in front of the ways of men. Well, I wouldn't say outwardly or in front, but like basically, like I'm gonna give an example, like on video, they're make sure they're all super on point, or when they go to the camp or whatever the case may be. And even just people in the world, they'll try and act as if they're just wholesome, just upright, person, but really they doing dirt. You see? It says, and know it not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. That's why, brothers, we take the low in situations now because, everything that people do is being documented. And these people that think they gotten away with doing dirt towards the men of the Lord or, being, contentious or whatever the case may be, that's got documented. And it's gonna be brought to judgment. If they don't repent, then they're gonna have to get judged for that later. Just like us, everything we do, if Yahweh's blood ain't upon us, we're gonna have to get judged for all the stuff we did. That's why we gotta fear. We gotta be obedient because we know that we're being watched, and that's what's gonna cause us to walk with integrity, knowing that you're not doing your own thing. You're being watched. It says, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. All of our dirt, man. Next one, this is Sirach, known as Ecclesiasticus chapter 34 and verse. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this later. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh and Yahushai are upon a sinful kingdom. This is back when Israel was going off. Okay? This is back when Israel was going, Northern Kingdom was going off, man. And it says, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, saith the Yahweh Bashan Yahushai, saith the Yahweh Bashan Yahushai. Salakia. So that's this. The Lord has always been like this, man. You see, but ultimately you can really apply this to now, because you're seeing all these different chariot sightings, and what the Lord do? He had the angels scope out Sodom and Gomorrah before he destroyed it, and he's doing the same thing with Babylon the Great America. But ultimately he's using the men of the Lord to be prophesying and bringing out what they're doing. But ultimately the angels are watching too. You see? Same thing like in Sodom and Gomorrah. Let me get this next couple. Okay, let's see. All right. And this is Psalm 78 in verse 49. He cast them upon the fierceness of his anger and wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. And the Lord did this to Egypt. He did this in countless times throughout the scriptures. That's one of the judgments by the Lord, sending an evil angel among somebody. But the angels are there. You see? He has angels just waiting to judge somebody. Okay? So that's what I want to touch on in this lesson, man. And then also he has angels for salvation and deliverance, which Yahushua is the ultimate angel that's for salvation and deliverance. You see? But ultimately, Yahushua has all types of angels that he uses to, do good or minister to brothers. But ultimately the person who's all in charge is Yahushua. That's who has the ability to kill somebody or judge somebody, and then the ability to have somebody be delivered from a situation. This is Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach, chapter 34 and verse 16. For the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. So who loves the Lord? Those that obey him, that keep his commandments and that fear him. It says he is their mighty protection and strong stay. So that's they're gonna dwell in the spiritual ark, in his truth. It says a defense from heat and a cover from a summer sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling and a help from falling. You see, and the Lord is going to, make sure his men are sustained and protected in these times. And he has angels camping around about them. Lastly, I want to wrap it up with this one. This is 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them that do prayers. And Peter basically, ultimately, was quoting similar to what was written in Psalms 34. There's a couple of Psalms that speak about the angels protecting basically protecting the Lord's servants, and being against the evildoers, those that are not serving the Lord. But these scriptures prove that the angels are the angels are beholding everything, and then they have different offices or different jobs. You see, there's angels sent to put people to death, to judge people, and they're watching before they put you to death. You have angels that are set up to deliver and bring salvation and bring good. You see. But, Aparat Zah, this lesson was edifying. I'd like to end it off by saying, Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash, Dabar, City Apostles, the Elders of Great Millstone, who root and teach well. Shalom.